Namaste guys, ChristianRLong, Life Enhancement Consultant, giving you a big and beautiful shout out on this Friday evening here in Denver, Colorado. It is 6 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time. We're jumping on for a daily dose of growth. Challenges designed to grow your soul and help you become a better person. I was just watching the British Office, so there's an American Office TV show, and the original is the British Office TV show that came out in the early 2000s, and it is hysterical. I think it only did 2 seasons or 3 seasons, but the main actor, Ricky Gervais, pure poetry of narcissism. Karen, namaste, welcome. So funny. There's all these clips on YouTube. I think there's somewhere you can watch the full episode, but hysterical. Again, the epitome of narcissism, low self-esteem, coming off as negative pride, and fluffing and puffing himself up. The man's truly an ingenious actor, a brilliant comedian, and I just found out his net worth is $130 million. $130 million from all the different projects, movies that he's done over the years in comedy. And Suresh, namaste, directing, producing, brilliant. Which actually leads us really nicely into today's challenge number 39, Tina, namaste, which is connected to moolah, connected to cash, money, cash, money. Good evening. Oh, the cute little moon. Is that a moon or is that a weird looking sun? No, it's a little fat, chunky moon with spikes on it. No, it doesn't have spikes. Looks like he could have spikes, like spikes of the rays of the moon, which, interestingly enough, the moon gets its rays from the sun just like we get our energy from our teacher. Chrissy, namaste. Welcome. So, for those logging on for the first time, this is our challenge number 39. We do our challenge assignments in the morning at 8 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time, and then we do our challenge review at 6 o'clock p.m. in the evenings. And we jump on and we say, I did it, I didn't do it, we did it, we didn't do it. And then we talk about our awareness, Joanna, namaste, that we got before, during, and after. Ooh, different moons. So we have a sliver moon, we have a new moon, and we have a normal moon. Chrissy did it. Good job, girl. Excellent. So the challenge, while you guys are putting in the feedback, before the challenge, during the challenge, and after the challenge, was to say, what amount of money are you going to need in the last 20 years of your life? Right? So let's say let's say from 65 to 85, let's say your body lives to 85 years old. You can pull up an actuary table from an insurance company to get a rough estimate. If you don't smoke, if you don't drink, etc., this is your life expectancy based on genetics, etc., right? And so you say, okay, so from 65 to 85, the last 20 years of my life, how much money will I need, right? So let's say I need $500,000. I need $1 million. I need $2 million, $5 million, $10 million, whatever amount of money you say you need. Sarah, namaste, for the last 20 years of your life. Then the question is, how are you going to bring in that money and those resources over the 20 years of your life? What's your game plan? What's your strategy? So that was our challenge for today, challenge number 39. So I'm looking to get feedback from you guys. You can put your numbers, not put your numbers, but I'm more interested in seeing what your thought processes were, what your awareness was, because this was lower chakra work today. Lower chakra work because we're dealing with money. So when you think about money, about material possessions, the basic chakra at your tailbone gets activated, right? So even me moving my physical hand right now is stimulating my basic chakra. When I move my feet, I'm stimulating my basic chakra. When I move any part of my body, I'm stimulating my basic chakra, right? Because the basic chakra is the chakra of movement. But when you talk about money, when you talk about preservation, when you talk about survival, when you talk about prolonging the life of this entity, the beingness of you, the physical body, the basic chakra is involved. So it's very, very important chakra. Very, very important chakra. So people who are very prosperous, materially and financially, have big basic chakras with lots of energy flowing in and out of them. Okay? So while you were doing today's challenge, your basic chakra was becoming stimulated. So Tina says, chose Texas. I live off approximately $1 million, and it would come from retirement and SS from my husband and I. Ah, very good. It would come from retirement. Retirement meaning what? So SS, right? Social Security for you and your husband. Do you mean some other retirement, and the retirement sense of like selling your property that you currently have, selling assets, starting a business, closing a business and selling it? Like what's the retirement? She said it would come from retirement. Just to gain clarity on that. Suresh said, oops, did it? Very eye-opening. See, I love Suresh's feedback. Every challenge, he's like, amazing, eye-opening, never thought of that before. Because it's developing awareness. I love it. Thought about retirement plan, but not about total amount of how much I need. Was a shocker. Of course, because I would gradually stop working, I estimated $1.3 million. Oh, 401k. Got it, Tina. Got it. Okay. So Suresh says $1.3 million to sustain him for the last 20 years of his life. The last 20 years of his life. And then Tina says 401k, then Social Security from her and her husband. Which I think I got my Social Security because I'm an entrepreneur. I don't file W-2s. I think my Social Security was like, when my body turned 65 in the next 25 years, it was like $375 a month or something like that. And that's in those dollars. So $375 in 25 years per month won't be a lot of money. So you obviously cannot live on that. So Suresh says it will come from pension, investments, and savings. Perfect. Good. Excellent. Oh, I totally missed Karen's. I did it, not every detail, right? We weren't talking every detail. We were talking general numbers. It made me think about how I don't even know what I'm doing for the next 20 years. So it felt strange trying to plan the last 20 years of my life. Good. So you did it. You got the number, right? And then you got some idea of where that money is going to come from, where those resources are going to come from to sustain you in the last 20 years of your life. Good. Okay, so Christy says, before, this one's going to take some thinking. Correct. During, wow, 20 years of living takes big bucks. After, $769,120. So Christy decided to be specific rather than general. To start living off this at 80, I need to save $23,825 per year, plus $150,000 from 401k and inheritance. Forgot to figure Social Security. Okay, so you could add Social Security to that. Christy says, after, holy crap, I better get my life in gear. Good awareness. Excellent. Partly why we're doing this. Elena, she said she would retire from sports psychologist and live in the mountains of Colorado, offer retirement and Social Security as well. Okay. I'll see her in the mountains then. Whoa, everyone's coming in at the same time. Joanna says, Namaste. I did it. I thought it was going to be hard at first, but I thought of a good number, did the math, and came up with $720,000 for me to live comfortably for the remaining 20 years of your life. I would have to actually get a singing career like I always wanted to, make a lot of crafts to sell, or win the lottery. It was very eye-opening and challenging because I never had a lot of money. Understandable. Good awareness. Good awareness. Lori says, we were thinking Tennessee, thinking 1 million, my husband's number. I think we could do it with 750,000. Money would come from pensions, Social Securities, IRAs, downsizing our home, proceeds from home savings. Exactly. Heather, Namaste. Good to have you back on. That's my James Bond accent. Downsizing our home. Good. Good awareness. Good awareness. God, there's so much that can be said about this, which will give some higher teachings and higher practices. Okay? Dun, dun, dun. What else? What other awareness before challenge, during challenge, and after challenge you had? Challenge number 39. Challenge number 39 of what amount of money do you need to live the last 20 years of your life comfortably? And then what are you going to do to generate that income and those resources necessary to live the rest of your 20 years comfortably? Tina says, or I could just live with you to Lori. For a minute I was like, Tina, you, your husband want to live with me? It might be too small for the three of us. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm going to have pasta tonight. That's going to be nice. I'm glad we're making Heather laugh. Lori says, of course you're always welcome. Sweet. Wait, Lori said that to me or said that to Tina? Why do I feel like there's three conversations going on and I don't know if I'm part of any of them? Joanna says, I also said with positive gratitude and pray all things are possible. That's true. With God, all is possible. Good, good, good. Anything else? Any other questions, comments, things you want to throw in? Just tuned in. What are you all talking about? So Heather is late to the party. So Heather, every morning at 8 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time, we have a challenge. And the challenges are not connected to each other. So every day is a new challenge. Then when we close out the day, the challenge is done. And then the next day we do a brand new challenge that's not connected to the previous challenge. So today's challenge, this is our 39th challenge in a row. We've come to the conclusion, or we're asking the question, the last 20 years of your life to live comfortably, how much money is needed? How much money is needed? And then if the number is 500,000, 750,000, 1 million, 2 million, $5 million, what are you going to do to accumulate that money and those resources to sustain you in the last 20 years of your life? So it could be starting a business, it could be buying a home, selling a home, it could be marrying somebody who's super, super rich. It could be going back to school and becoming a specialist in something and getting a high six-figure salary. So there's all these different options and ways of looking at it. Okay? So you go to work at 8, boo! Just kidding. Okay, so Karen says, okay, being more specific, $50K a year, money will come from rental properties, Fort Myers, Florida, or somewhere in Colorado near the mountains. Good. Good, good, good. Excellent. Makes sense. I definitely want to start my own business. Good. I would highly recommend it. Okay, so that was our challenge, right? Challenge number 39. So to give you guys some understanding, energetically, what's happening is you are doing a process called karma yoga. Karma yoga, which is taking a subtle idea, right? Of like, at some point in time, I'm going to be old, going to retire, and going to need resources to live comfortably. Okay, so that's the subtle thought, right? And through practicing karma yoga, you're stepping down the energy through your chakra system to go, okay, Ajna, big picture, I'm retiring. Let's say I want to retire in 10 years, in 20 years. Okay, I want to retire then. What is necessary? Throat chakra. What are all the details of that retirement? Throat chakra. So Karen says, okay, rental properties in Florida or rental properties in Colorado. Okay, what kind of rental properties? Are they going to be single family homes? Are they going to be duplexes, triplexes, quadplexes? Are they going to be big multi-families? How much money is it going to require? Is it an up market? Is it a neutral market? Is it a down market? Is it a tenant-friendly state or landlord-friendly state? Am I going to be going into partnership with somebody? What is the down payment going to be? How much money do I need to... Do you guys get this? So it's a lot of details. It's a lot of details. And there are people who specialize, Jessica, I'm not mistaken, in doing exactly that. They're called certified financial planners. One of my clients is working on getting his licensing as a certified financial planner. And that's their goal, is to say, okay, you want to retire. These are all the tax benefits. These are all the tax consequences. You want to sell your home. Okay, so if you sell your home and you don't reinvest your home into another rental property, you're going to pay taxes. Or let's say you expect an estate, somebody in your family has a big estate with lots and lots of money, but they don't have the will set up properly, and so you have the expectation when that person dies, they're going to leave you $1 million, but because of estate taxes, they end up taking 50-60% of that, so instead of getting $1 million, you get $400,000, so you have to find out if that person has all the proper legal paperwork done for the will, right? So there's all these things, so you understand throat chakra is super, 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 super important. Makes sense, right? Super important. So it's like, yes, I'm going to retire someday. Yes, my body's going to be old someday. Yes, I want to live comfortably, and I don't want to live out on the streets or eating out of dumpsters or eating, cat food. Okay, that's the big picture. How am I going to accomplish that, right? And then you go down to the heart. Who is going to help me with that? Then you go down to the solar plexus. Deadlines. Just like one of our challenges of what was your dream vacation? When are you going on your dream vacation? I'm going on it in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 2 years, 3 years. Great. How much money are you putting away every single month? Emotional commitment. I'm putting away $200, $500, $1,000, $2,000, $4,000, right? Do you guys understand? So it's ajna, big picture, throat chakra, details, heart, who, the love aspect, who are you going to work with in order to accomplish that target, right? Solar plexus, deadlines, emotional commitment, navel chakra, inner power to make it happen, to push yourself forward, which also connected to the spleen chakra, which deals with victory. Because if you have lots of energy, lots of air prana being absorbed by your system and feeding all of your chakras, you can be victorious. Do you know that this pose increases testosterone? This pose. And the other pose is when your legs are apart and your hands are on your hips, also increases testosterone. Interesting, right? Called a Superman pose. So it gets you in a certain state of power, of confidence, right? This one, that's why when you see people cross the finish line, what do? Woo! Or when someone's speaking from stage, they go like this. Paul Ottman, namaste. Welcome. Okay, so then we have that. Then we go to the navel chakra for power. How are you going to be acquiring this power? Sex chakra, charisma, selling people on your ideas, on your business, on your product, on your service, right? And then basic chakra is what? Action. So you have all the plans out, you have all the deadlines, but then you just sit there. You're like, all right, I need to materialize $2 million for my retirement the next 20 years. Okay. Week goes by. Month goes by. Year goes by. 5 years goes by. 10 years goes by. No action is being taken. So the basic chakra is the thing that physicalizes all of your ideas, all of your plans, all of the details, all of the deadlines. The basic chakra physicalizes things, makes it happen. You need the throat chakra to materialize the details, to give form to things, and then you need the basic chakra of work. So Jessica says, I'm actually going to bed now, and tomorrow I'll have to do a healing on myself. Not even sure what the heck is going on. Huh. Jessica is mixed up for today. Oh, wait. Yes, I'm doing real bad these past days. Didn't do it, fell asleep, and slept most of the day. This temple pain got the best of me. It's not in the temple. You could have done more healing. Okay. Sleep deeply and profoundly. Jessica, it's okay if your body was sleeping. It obviously needed to sleep, so don't beat yourself up about that. Which actually, as a side note, I was reading this Instagram post right before I got on for tonight's stream, and it was saying, I forgive myself again and 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 again until I have peace. Think about that. I forgive myself again and again and again and again and again until I have peace. So we beat ourselves up and then we don't have any peace, right? We think we're not good enough, we're not smart enough, we're not industrious enough, we're not prosperous enough, we're not spiritual enough, we're not this, and we keep hitting ourselves energetically and psychologically, and our self-image goes down, our self-esteem goes down, our self-respect goes down, our self-worth goes down, our self-love goes down, right? And we have this weird thing of like, I want the best of the best. What are you talking about? You can't even handle not beating yourself up, right? So until you take care of what's going on internally, right, then all of your external efforts are going to be in vain, because you're going to sabotage, because you don't feel good enough, you don't feel worthy enough, you don't feel competent, capable, whatever enough to have that, so you're just going to sabotage it anyways. Is this making sense? So today's challenge was giving you a process of materialization and getting you to recognize that time is finite in the physical world. It's finite. So we can hope, we can wish, we can pray that we're going to be successful, that we're going to be prosperous, or that maybe I'll luck out and, like Joanna says, maybe I'll win the lottery. Maybe I'll have family to take care of me. Maybe there'll be a government program that helps out people that are living on the streets. Not true. There's people that become homeless all the time, and there's people who die in the streets all the time, all over the world. Right? So Paul says, did 30 days of disintegrating, I'm not worthy to help overcome that tendency. Perfect. Paul is a pranic healer or Hatha yogi, so she uses the tools that we've been taught and given by Grandmaster Chogo Koksui to transform our lives, right? So there's nothing wrong with positive thinking. There's nothing wrong with positive visualization. There's nothing wrong with like, I want to travel the world and I want to do all these things and I want to have a great, great life. There's nothing wrong with any of it. It's actually part of who you're supposed to be. But that being said, it still has to be planned out. You want to go on a dream vacation? Has to be planned out. You want to go back to school to become better in a certain career and then be successful in that career? It has to be planned out. You want to live the last 20 years of your life in comfort, in dignity, in prosperity? You have to plan it out, right? A real simple way is the money you earn here can go over to a third world country and you could spend the rest of your life there. One of my mentors is in the process in the next year going to be retiring, and he has easily 20 years left, easily. He's going to be retiring in Colombia. So his money that he's made in the United States is going to go much, much further in a third world country. That's another way of looking at retirement. You go, so instead of needing $100,000, or let's say instead of needing $1 million to live the rest of my life comfortably, I could live in a third world country that is up and coming in a nice part of town, getting a place right by the beach, and live out on $150,000, $200,000, right? Now, because truth is dynamic and things are always changing and the US dollar goes up and down in value compared to other dollars and currencies around the planet, that might change in 20 years. So you also have to be aware of that. So you guys starting to see that living an empowered life means you're aware, means you have awareness, means you have understanding, means that you're able to penetrate subjects deeply, quickly, right? But as one of the masters in pranic healing said to me several years ago, she goes, you can, whatever you need to do, whatever you need to learn to be successful, you can learn it. If you want to become a successful investor, you can learn how to be that. If you want to become a real estate investor, you can learn how to be that. If you want to be good at sales, you can learn how to be that. If you want to be good at buying and selling businesses, because that's a business in and of itself, you can learn that, right? Rather than saying, I'm not smart enough, I'm not good looking enough, I'm not loving enough, I'm not powerful enough, I'm not influential enough, I don't know the right people. All of those things are programs, limiting beliefs, calcified thought forms, preventing you from moving forward. Make sense? So So those programs can be removed, and when those programs are removed, as Paul is demonstrating right now, removing the program of I'm not worthy, then guess what? Her thoughts, her speech, her actions show up as a person who's worthy, a person who's deserving, and then what flows to her? Those very things that she is deserving and worthy of. Make sense? So Suresh was saying, I was surprised to hear all pranic healing masters were millionaires. I knew they were well off, but didn't expect all of them at that level. Yes. Because they follow master's teachings. That's why. Make sense? So all you have to do is spend more time focusing on the solution and less time focusing on the problem. So don't meditate on why you can't accomplish your dreams in life. Meditate on how you're going to accomplish your dreams in your life. Joanna says, my stream is messing up again. I'll see you all tomorrow. Much love to you, Joanna. Suresh says, very nice to hear. That's nice. Okay. So this was a challenge that stirs up people's solar plexus and stirs up their basic chakras because of worthiness. I don't feel worthy to be successful. I don't feel worthy to be prosperous. I don't feel worthy to move my life forward. Blah, 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 blah. Those are all stories. They're all energies. They're all patterns that it's not who and what you are. You have to remove those from you. You do it through healing. You do it through character building. You do it through gaining greater awareness and understanding of your thought patterns, right? And you little by little by little by little change and tweak them along the way until you are in alignment with prosperity. Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and all the other billionaires and decamillionaires on the planet, they think in prosperous terms. They have successful, prosperous, and abundant thoughts, words, and actions. That's why they are that. Make sense? So, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you guys a deeper understanding of tonight's topic, Yvonne, Atma Namaste, and today's challenge, challenge number 39. Join us tomorrow at 8 o'clock a.m. for challenge number 40, the same number that my body is currently, which I have about 50 more years in this body. So I'm still not halfway through my life, getting there, but not quite. And one of the masters said to me, he goes, you have to be a millionaire. He said this to me at the retreat in Bovina. He says, you have to be a millionaire. And he gave me a deadline. I was like, okay, I got to overcome my own limiting beliefs, calcified ideas. I got this. The blessings of God, so be it. The blessings of the teachers, so be it. So be it, so be it, so be it, so be it. I've had to overcome so much negative programming around money and prosperity, and my life has been forever improved. So that's why I'm very sensitive energetically when people talk about money, and I can sense them. I can sense people that are coming from poverty consciousness, from lack, from scarcity, from fear, because I had to work through a lot of those things for myself. Does that make sense? So, that being said, love each and every one of you. May the rest of your night be blessed. Have an amazing weekend. We'll catch you tomorrow for another... Thank you, Paula. We'll catch you tomorrow for another challenge number 40. If you got value from tonight's stream, please share it on your personal or professional Facebook pages. Get it out on LinkedIn. Get it out on Instagram. Get it out on... what's the other one? Twitter. Suresh says, you will surely become a multimillionaire. I believe. Master's blessings. So be it, so be it, so be it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's it. So love you guys very much. For those of you who need healing, reach out to me on my website, ChristianRLong.com. I look forward to serving you there. May you be blessed. May you be healed. May you be transformed deeply and profoundly with the help and blessings of God and the teacher. So be it, and so it is. Love you guys. Christian Long, Life Enhancement Consultant. Atma Namaste. Bye-bye.